Siri, close the garage door. Good morning. Today we're going to do something a little different on the Motovlog. We are going to give you the perspective of a motorcycle rider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to give you my mind through my whole ride. So currently I'm trying to think about, is everything in place? Is my helmet on? Is my hand grips okay? Am I seated in the right position? Is the bike working properly? I'm also trying to think about, am I annoying my neighbors? Am I being too loud? So you can see I'm taking off and shifting early. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting alerts that the door's opening at work. So just checking my cameras, making sure everything's functioning. Looks like everything's on. I just got new clutch plates installed, or clutch, or whatever you want to call it. Still trying to adapt to that. I always like to rev my engine right there, right when I pull in the clutch. I don't know why I do that. It's just my habit. I'm not really a guy who revs my bike a lot. Well, except when it's in gear. But when I'm coming to an intersection, I tend to, when I pull in the clutch, I just give it a little rev. And I don't know, I think it's just for an alert kind of thing, like, hey, watch out, there's a motorcycle here. It's like right here, right there, I just give it a little, that's what I do. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be cold. I don't have my, what's it called? That guy was looking at me. That's what I'm thinking about. Oh, I'm out of gas. Gotta go get gas. I don't have my thing on my neck. I don't know what you call it. It's like a hood. It's 61 and the sun's just barely coming up. It was foggy this morning. Watching this guy on my right, making sure he wasn't coming through the crosswalk. I'm going to be cutting back and going to the left up here because I got to go get gas, and I like to get gas. I'm turning on my blinker. This guy's coming out, hoping that they see me. Looks like they did. Gave it a little rev. I think I'm in first gear. I don't want to be in first gear. No, I'm in second. Just made that whiny noise like it was in first. So yeah, this road's a little rough, so I'm thinking about that. Comes a truck, gotta watch him. Yep, he's coming this way. Some grass or some sod here on the right, I'm monitoring that. The road's got a little bit of dirt. There's a walker. Stay clear away from him. So yeah, these are the things that I think about. Turn my blinker on, and you're just constantly monitoring. I can't even keep up with the things that I'm thinking about. Obviously, I'm shifting. I'm downshifting and putting it into first. Got the clutch in. Think I can make it from this car. There's another car coming the other way. I'm gonna have to give her. Watch that gravel. Push the turning signal off. Still shifting. Let's go straight. No. It's gonna be busy up there. So yeah, usually I'm thinking about all these things while I'm talking to you guys. That's why sometimes you'll notice that I'm like talking in choppy sentences and I've edited it all together. Because my brain actually will like pause and go, should I keep talking or should I focus on riding? So I'm thinking about sneaking around the right here. There you go. There was a lot of gravel though, so I didn't go sooner than I wanted. This is a decent road, not too worried about it. I don't ride it very often, so I don't really have it memorized. Thinking how I want to go into Walmart. I'm getting gas at Walmart. Downshifted. Okay, now I'm going to think about, okay, there's some guys unloading here, so I'm going to stay away from them. Or they're loading. I see they're doing groceries. Pick up my groceries. My idle is still a little high, which I think is correct. I'm not stopping at this stop sign completely because it's in a parking lot. And I don't believe in that. I do keep my eyes out though, staying clear. There's not very many people here for this time of day. I'm really watching this crosswalk, making sure people aren't going to come out. Guy unloading. People coming out here, so I'm going to back down. Let them have the chance to come across if they're gonna. as wide open as we are, I think I know that guy. As wide open as we are outside, it makes you feel like you can just drive through these people, but you got to remember that you're still a vehicle. It's kind of a weird feeling. I do not know that guy. Oh, we got to go look at this Mustang. Look at that thing. Beautiful. Black wheels, orange racing stripe. Then we got a motorcycle here too. Okay, really watching the traffic here. Watching this grate. I'm gonna park in the sun. Kill the engine. Get close enough to where I can get the fuel in here. And there we go. So that was just a whole 8 minutes of riding. I was gonna attempt to do this without getting off the bike, but I don't know if I can do that. First thing we gotta do is say that we're an existing member. And then we gotta put in my phone number, which I will edit out. And then one moment, please. And then insert your card. Kinda wish it talked to me like the people inside Walmart do, like the computer. Please insert card or select payment type. Use PIN pad to complete transaction. Oh, that's the wrong pin. That's the wrong code. Nah. Alright, I'm gonna put my gloves back on. I'm keeping my leg off of the exhaust since it's a bit hot. And I'm kind of thinking about how I'm gonna go out of here. I'm gonna go the busy way because I like more content for the vlog. Neutral, mission, shock still up, just to double check. Okay, everything's ready. Okay, helmet's closed. Cameras are still all rolling. Not sure how that's possible because usually the Hero 3 is off by now. Checking my surroundings. Another one of those stop signs that you don't have to pay attention to because it's in a parking lot. Watching for traffic. This guy says he's turning. Is he really? He says he is, yep. My brain is still concerned that the clutch is gonna jump because it was doing it for so long. Don't pull out, thank you. Pulling up a little bit so I can see, so I don't get killed. I think that guy's stopping. Okay, everybody's stopping. Watching for those potholes or manhole covers. I feel like I'm getting hit by something, rain or bugs. Heard a couple clicks on my helmet. So yeah, I'm watching my mirrors. I'm making sure that nobody's coming up behind me too fast, not paying attention on their phone, things like that. Check my intersection before I went through it. Making sure these cones aren't gonna fall out in front of me. Watching these guys on my right. Also watching the cars that are approaching me from behind. Hey, another motorcycle. That is a tiny little motorcycle. Is that like a cafe racer thingy? It's a Kawasaki. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm monitoring the speeds of all the vehicles because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get through here. So I'd really just like to weave through these cars. If he wasn't there, I'd be weaving through the cars right now. Because they're staggered just right to where I could just whoop, whoop, whoop. He's leaving. So is there anybody behind him? Nope. Okay. Signal. Getting over. More road construction. Guys in the road. I really want to make sure I'm paying attention to that. Wondering if I can go around this red truck, if I will have time. So far it doesn't seem like it, and I really don't want to like go around him and then have him be right behind me or next to me. Looks like the light changed anyways. I'm not in the turning lane, so I still got some time. You guys think about all this kind of stuff while you're driving? Are you thinking about other things? What other things are you thinking about that I'm not talking about right now? Maybe it's subconscious, maybe, you know, after riding for a while, you just forget about some of those things. Some of those things you're just doing naturally. I mean, obviously, I'm not thinking about balancing my bike. It's just happening subconsciously. I just saw a little bit of drip on the ground right there. I think it's just water. Making sure it's not oil. I'm not going to slip. This guy was checking out my bike. I saw that. I also don't like holding my brake when I'm stopped because Iowa's so flat. So like right now I have to hold the front brake because right here I'll just roll backwards if I let go. And I don't really like being on one foot. This bike is really heavy and I'm really small. So I know it's cool to just be like, oh, I'm gonna put my right foot up and then I'm gonna take off that way. I mean, I know how to do it, but it just doesn't feel as comfortable. I feel like with this heavy of a bike, I really, you know, I've been on this bike for 2 years, but I'm not as experienced as some people. So, ooh, busted! Undercover highway patrolman. Pretty sure that's what that is right there. Pretty sure that's a highway patrolman. Unless that's a new Ankeny car that I don't know about. Wow, there's a silver Ford, what are they called? Explorer. He just busted somebody. Alright, so now I am thinking that you're not going to be able to hear me very well, because it's getting a little windy. My helmet is also starting to feel the pressure of the wind. I've got cameras on both sides, so they're kind of like sails. Waiting for this light to change, and I'm not going to make it. So clutch, using a little front brake, just a little slow squeeze. Learned that lesson in motorcycle training class. I hit that brake a little too hard once, and down she went. Not this bike, one of the little 250s from class. So I'm sure my teacher wasn't too happy about that. I was doing like perfect in class until like the last day, and it was test day, and it was like, okay, here's where we slam on our brake, and it was like, whoops, I was trying to go too fast and be cool. Now I have paranoia of every Ford Explorer I see. So now I'm having paranoia about these cars. I'm going to get in a spot here where I basically have nowhere to go. Uh-oh, that guy's got his wipers on. So yeah, I'm going to get in a spot up here where I have no choice. I can't pull over, I can't swerve. I mean, I can barely swerve. If one of these cars came over, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to go over and climb over the wall and jump into the dirt, or what? What would you, I mean, I don't know what else you could do. It's basically over. Really working on all that, man. Grinding up the old road. That's cool. Okay, so usually when I get up to the top of this hill, I was swerving through these cones. But I noticed when my bike was in the shop and I drove through in my car that there was a bunch of wood and debris in between the last two cones. So I'm definitely thinking we're not doing that. This has gotten really messy over here. See, they're right there. See all that? I can't go through there anymore. That's no fun. I'm gonna ruin my fun. I'm starting to get a little bit cold. I'm thinking about the coffee, the warm coffee that's gonna be in that office when I get there. My hands are okay. It's mostly just my neck and chest and arms. All I have on is like t-shirt, a thin hoodie, and then this mesh jacket with like a plastic liner in it. Missed a gear. Should have went down one more. That's one thing I would like on this bike, is some kind of gear indicator. They make a really sweet part that goes right here that has like a temperature and voltage meter, which I would like to put on there. It's blue LED. And then they make one with it's kind of frustrating. They make one with a gear indicator in the middle. But then that version only has 2 temperatures for like your oil and your water or whatever, which I don't want. So I mean, maybe we could do oil, water, gear indicator, and then do a voltage meter somewhere else, maybe with some USB, so I could charge my GoPros while I'm riding. This is where I like to go fast. Wide open throttle. Too many cars, I'm backing off. When I'm by myself, I like to go fast. Or, whoa, what was that? Or when I'm racing, I guess. I can't believe GoPro 3 is still going. It's 24 minutes in and it hasn't stopped. I did format the card the other day. Wonder if I need to format it every time I use it. So anyways, the gear indicator would be really nice when you're coming off of the, you know, I was going 55, 60, and I have to downshift a few gears. I'm just wondering, like, well, what gear am I in? Like right now, I must have been in 3rd. And yeah, if I was super cool, I'd remember all that, but I just, you know, all these things I'm thinking about, I'm like, what gear am I in? So I'd like a gear indicator. So right now I'm thinking about my friend Mark. He's in the middle of surgery right now. I'm guessing it's probably our start. I think it started at 7 or 8. I'm thinking about him because usually his bike is parked here, but not today. He's having a kidney removed. He's got a tumor of some sort. I guess we'll find out what kind later, but He's getting one of his kidneys taken out, so been praying for him today and his family. There's my electrician. Great. He's coming to fix some work he did a few days ago and finish up some other things. So I'm gonna go talk to him and get to work.